Tell you a little about the new mayor, though, right? Memphis's mayor-elect is the youngest mayor we have had in quite some time. He is just 43. He has a wife and 2 young children.
Now, he worked in the Strickland administration for 6 years as the director of housing and community development and currently heads the Downtown Memphis Commission. Young grew up in Oak Haven, calls himself a proud preacher's kid as his dad and mom are lead bishop and pastor at a Baptist church in Memphis. Now go
This
ahead.
is what's impressive. This is the first time he's ever run for office and he was elected. So that is impressive too. Now, shortly after 9 o'clock is when Floyd Bonner made his concession speech. And then we just heard not long ago the Paul Young victory speech. Let's go back out to Young campaign headquarters tonight where our Zaria Oates is. Zaria, we heard the cheers earlier and I'm sure that hasn't died down a whole lot since then.
Richard, the vibes are still very high right now. There's some tears in the background, lots of dancing, lots of cheering. Paul Young's wife and kids came out first to give the first part of his acceptance speech, leaving room for Paul Young to make his speech afterwards. Now, Paul Young did say that he invites any supporters who supported other candidates in this election to join him as he takes Memphis into a new direction. But again, as we know, the new mayor will not take over until January 1st, so there still are a few months for him to work out what his first 100 days might look like, and I know that's a big thing on voters' minds right now. Now, we'll still be here at this watch party, seeing what it looks like, seeing what people are thinking. You know, people are still dancing, people are still having a great time. A lot of people thought he was going to win from the beginning, but now they know for sure, and they have just taken this win and run with it. It's a party out here. People are having a great time. But we will continue to stay out here as long as this continues. Live from Paul Young's watch party, I'm Zaria Oates.
Well, Zaria drew the right ticket when she found out her assignment today, that's for sure. Let's bring in political analyst Otis Sanford now for his thoughts on this race tonight. Otis, first of all, just give me your general reaction to how the votes turned out and also the low voter turnout today.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Richard and Pepper, this was a stunning and convincing victory for Paul Young. You mentioned earlier, he's never run for political office before. Nobody really knew who he was a year and a half ago, and here he is winning this election. The turnout, yes, I think when we look at the final numbers, it's going to be low and disappointingly low at that. But I think that's because there were so many people in the race, quality people in the race, and voters really didn't know where to go, and some of them just decided not to go at all. But this is a big night for Paul Young, and the message is the voters of Memphis are looking to the future, and they want somebody with that forward thinking to take them into the future.
We talked about how the early voting turnout was so impressive, and we expected huge numbers today, but I think you're right. The people who knew who they wanted took care of that in the early voting, and all those undecided voters, which every poll showed, there was more of them than anyone who supported any of the other candidates. They probably just decided to stay home. They just didn't know who they were going to vote for. Let's talk about the message that Paul Young delivered tonight in his victory speech. I don't know, I was very impressed with the way he said this is about Memphis now and time to bring the community together, whether you voted for me or not, and let's just get going. He's ready to tackle it.
Oh, absolutely. And again, you mentioned it. He's going to win with somewhere around 20, may not even get to 25,000 actual votes, and that's really low. But he still wins just because of the process. And he is inviting everybody who did not vote for him to join not the Young camp, as he said, but the Memphis camp. And so he's reaching out to everybody, all of his opponents in this race. He ran a very positive campaign. He did not do a lot of sniping with the other candidates, and I think voters rewarded him for that.
Okay, I agree completely, and we'll be talking to you many times for the next few days, including on ABC 24 this week, coming up on Sunday, when we're going to dissect all of what's happened in this election from A to Z, or at least A to Y for Young. Okay, thank you, Otis.